and welcome back to the channel. I'm Captain Numpty, and you've just seen my boat. Well, you're seeing her disappear off the screen. Let's take a look at what's going on today. Okay. Well, we're back in SSN 614, that is a USN Greenling. And our mission today is, well, it's pretty obvious.
Helm, steady course.
It's pretty obvious when we look at the contacts. Our objective is to sink this Kiev-class carrier. That doesn't sound so difficult now, does it? My word. It is day 80 of the conflict. 3 days after the last mission. 3 days after the last mission that was not documented. It's been just over a week since the last mission that I've documented. We've had a busy few days of it. We've sunk some submarines for the most part. We've got 3 more kills to our belt. The total for the campaign so far, I'm actually showing us 23 submarines having been sunk, and a total of 24 confirmed warship kills, and that doesn't seem right. It seems a little high, and one damaged. We might be able to add another 3 to this, and that is the Kiev-class and a couple of escorts, a Kara and a Kashin. Now, none of these are really going to be walkovers. The Kiev, she's very capable of defending herself. She's fast, so she's quicker than we are, and she's equipped with sufficient weapons to make me think twice. The Kara is also a nasty piece of work. Kiev by herself has got very robust anti-ship defenses, anti-missile defenses, I should say. So a long-range harpoon strike is probably not going to be effective. The Kara, well, she's also got set 65M, not really to be discounted, but not the most proficient torpedo out there, along with rocket launch depth charges, my word. And then we have the Kashin. I'd like to get all 3. The objective is probably a mission kill on the Kiev, and that typically means if I can land a weapon on her, that's probably going to qualify. Speaking of weapons, well, we have quite a reasonable number today. We've got 15 torpedoes in total and 4 harpoons. Like I say, the harpoons are not really going to be that useful. At least we might try lobbing 4 over the horizon if the Kiev gets away from us. But unless she's dead ahead or coming right at me or going right away from me, I don't think they're going to be very effective. Now, we might cross that bridge later. And yes, we've got 5 Mod 0 Mark 48s. That's the very original Mark 48, the one that was essentially launched in '73. And a good number of Mod 3s. That's the contemporary Mark 48 in the '84 campaign of Cold Waters, and that's the most effective weapon that we've got. I only have Mod Zeros loaded in the tubes right now, I think. So I could reload. In fact, I think it's probably sensible to reload and use my best weapons here. So let's go ahead and get those reloaded, I think. Because you never know when that extra range for the sensors is going to be useful. Speaking of extra range, so look at the sonar contact. So the Kara can't hear me. I could possibly get away with firing a torpedo at this range to the other Kara. The Kashin can't hear me, and the Kiev, again, she's close to be able to hear me, but possibly not. I think what I want to do is get some torpedoes out as soon as I can, but I really want those
Come right to 184 Helm I.
Really want to.
Come right to 273 Helm I.
I don't really want to be presenting side-on sonar to the enemy. I'd like to give a tail-on. I don't get such an acoustic signature. Well, here's the reason being. Their active sonar is bouncing off a much smaller contact tail-on as opposed to side-on. So, I'm going to manipulate my depth a little. We want to sit just below the layer. That's the sweet spot of sonar, of not being heard so well. There are...
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Definitely air assets in the area. I think there's just a couple of helicopters. I believe NATO have got area superiority. We're just off the coast of Andoya right now. And so we're in kind of friendly territory. And we're in deep water. So we do have the advantage of being able to drop to 1650 foot and possibly kiss the bottom of the seabed if we really need to. I think it's about time I get a torpedo out. Oh, she's not gonna hear. Yeah. Let's get my first torpedo out. Now, firing a torpedo and turning is not really recommended, but I think it's going to be okay if I fire it to the starboard. Let's go ahead and do this. Now, I'd rather not. No, you know what? Let's go ahead and do this.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
Yeah, I didn't want that to happen, but oh well. I wanted to go the other way. Right, let's quickly turn this torpedo around. Okay.
Con, torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
Hopefully this didn't attract their attention. Let's F3 it and see. No, okay, nothing yet, which is good. Let's get my second torpedo out. I'm going to go ahead and chance it and move this one away from me.
Shoot 2-2.
Good.
Aye, sir.
The reason why I say chance it is we really don't want to lose a wire on a torpedo because we just lose the torpedo, but sometimes it's can't really help it so much. Go ahead and crank this round to the north. Do the same for this one here. We're going to dogleg these round. Like so. So my intention is to dogleg the torpedoes, run them around to the north of me, and then run them east, and then attack from the north of the target.
Helm, steady course.
What I want to do is head a little way south, try and separate myself.
Come left to 229, helm aye.
They are getting closer to being able to hear me, so I suspect that they're a little closer than our sodamen believe that they are. I'm going to go ahead and start the
torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
Start the turn in, I think. And we're actually, do I want to drop my depth? No. I want to stick at the sweet spot below the layer. So this is how this engagement could go. As soon as they detect me, the Kiev will usually make a run for it. She will be out of here, and I can't catch her. Now my torpedo could potentially catch her if we get enough notice that that's what's going on. But she's going to flee from the torpedo. Now occasionally they don't flee. Occasionally the Kiev will come at me. And in the one hand, that's a little foolish because I'm a very capable submarine, but she's capable too. She's kind of immune from my harpoons. I have hit a Kiev with the harpoon and it was a joyous moment, but generally you don't get to land. Oh.
Con, helm, steady course.
Okay, what is that? Okay, that's actually very, very bad.
Make turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering aye.
I don't know how far. Oh, there's a helicopter there. I don't know how far away they are.
Making turns for 10 knots.
Okay, we've been rumbled. Let's go ahead and get these torpedoes on a course towards them. Part of me feels like popping up to depth and getting a good bearing on them. In fact, you know what? I think it will. Because right now, I don't know where they are. I don't have an exact location. Let's see what's the Kiev doing. 21 knots. I want to turn away from them, I think. Turn more away from them. I know
Come right to 2
I know I lose a bit
helm
of
aye.
sonar ability, but the ability to come back and fight the next day is quite important. Oh, they may not know where I am.
Lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 093. Rig ship for ultra quiet.
That's actually good.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 1, bearing 093.
Okay, so they're actually quite far away. They did hear something. They maybe heard the torpedoes, but they don't know where I am. There might be a third or fourth airdrop torpedo arriving in a line towards me, typically. But I'm moving away, so...
Come left to 240, helm aye.
I'm expecting the Kiev, yeah, she's accelerating. I'm expecting her to close the distance, or open the distance between us. and send the helos to come get me. And sometimes the escorts decide that they've had enough as well. That Kara looks like she's coming towards me, so I might have a go at her. But like I say, I really want to get something on the Kiev. Oh, she might be coming towards me. Solomon thinks she's charging at me. That's bad. Well, I say it's bad. If she gets within 6,000 yards and knows where I am, that's bad. But it also means I've got a good chance of hitting her with a 48. This is becoming that little bit more interesting.
Con, helm, steady course.
My indecisiveness, do I go deep? Do I run shallow? Do I get a proper location? I decided in the end to just stick where I was. Let's see, can anything hear me? The cash-in is possibly the closest. Let's risk
Come left to 180. Helm I.
running south and trying to get a better idea of the location with my towed array. I'm going to run these torpedoes a little bit further east as opposed to south. So I like having 5,000 yard separation between myself and the torpedoes, and that's useful, but I also do need to understand where the enemy is. Right, let's accelerate time a little. Yeah, Kiev is coming right at me. Not really
Con,
where she is.
helm, steady course.
I mean, it's great if that truly is her location, because I've got a surprise for you, Sunshine. Surprised if that's where she was. I'm supposing, well, Cashin's showing 0 knots. She just floating around trying to get a good bearing of me. Kiev may be turning away now. She might have detected those torpedoes and be like, oh, actually, we're being threatened. Let's go a different direction. So it's bearing 093, course is 2... okay, she's turning south, and that is her location. Alright. These torpedoes will do, I think it's 40 or 45 knots. Let's see, do I have a note of that? 40 knots, okay. So the torpedoes can catch her, and they've got 18 minutes of fuel left. I'm going to run number 2 in attack mode, I think. So. That torpedo's going to accelerate, but now has a chance of catching her. They both do, to be fair. Kiev's 26 knots, so she's decided she's out of here. The Kara was close as well. Well, we figured that she was close. Okay, so this actually got interesting in the sense that the Kiev's now turning back towards me. I'd love a fictional stealth torpedo hero Mark 52. I'd have got that one out much sooner. Then it'd be a lot closer to the enemy. So the Kara's running, it looks like. Kiev. I'm not sure what she's doing. Turning a little southwest, it looks like. Let's run torpedo 1 a little further south and try and cut her off, and let's accelerate time again. There you are, Kiev. Okay. I'm gonna run torpedo 2 to try and intercept her. I'd like to get a shot at the Kara as well. I think that'd be very amusing, so especially if we can sink all 3 of them. Damage all 3 of them. Send this torpedo 1 again, keep it further south. I'd like to cut this off. Now, I'll blow on the Kiev. I don't know whether it's considered a mission kill. Depends on how badly she's
Con sonar,
damaged.
noisemaker bearing
Oh, yeah.
102. Con sonar, noisemaker bearing
That captain is something very
103.
stupid.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 104.
I'm going to turn torpedo 1 back towards the enemy. I think we've got a chance of hitting her with a couple here. That's a bit of a result, this. Did not think this would go down this way. We can get a view of the Kiev. Not really. She's got
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 106.
turn my torpedo back towards her. Cashin's close as well.
Con sonar.
so
Sierra
Krivak.
2 is
Oops.
classified as escort.
Let's see, what does that tell me? I should know this. Okay, better quality. Smaller, but better quality. More of a threat. Test 71s are a nastier torpedo. But right now, this Kiev's about to get whacked by all damage, it would appear. Yep, that's the torpedo running in. This captain's seriously...
Con sonar. Noisemaker bearing 108.
he did something rather foolish. So I'm going to run this torpedo, just turn it back towards, see if we can pick her up again. Torpedo, and 1 is going to go active as well. Yep, I'll send it active now. 2 has temporarily lost him, so... turn this one right back here.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Oh, a bit of a torpedo sandwich here, look at this. Your beauty.
Con sonar. Noisemaker bearing 109.
Right, so as soon as 2 drops off with a noisemaker, number 1. Alright. Quick, let's get another torpedo out.
Con, fire control, we've lost the wire.
Lost the wire there, that's a jolly shame.
Shoot tube 4. Aye, sir.
It's a big shame, actually. Let's see. Do we have... we can't see... there we are. Alright, that's the Kiev now. Where's she hit? She is not mission
Con
killed.
sonar. Noisemaker bearing 111.
That's a big ass hole in the side, but she's still maneuvering hard. Okay, let's jump back to me.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
I think she just fired a torpedo in my direction. So I am going to hope that torpedo number 1 has a go at her, and then what I'm going to do is torpedo 4, which has the wire. See if we can get one of these escorts. And sometimes if I can sink or disable the Kiev, they'll turn around and have another go. But right now, yeah, this Kiev's in big trouble. So torpedo 3, I launched it. We lost the wire.
Torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
Con sonar. Noisemaker bearing 112.
Which basically means that I can't command it, steer it, but okay. Yeah, I'm still doing 26 knots. Much less.
Con, fire control, weapon
I
acquired.
say much less of a threat. That's maybe not quite what I mean. Still don't see her. We'll only see her periodically, I think. These escorts have right messed this up. They haven't managed to protect their very valuable target. Still don't see the Kiev.
Con sonar. Noisemaker bearing 113. Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 3. Last bearing 114.
We
Contact
apparently
breaking
sunk
up.
her. Oh, look at that. Oh, we got her right in the stern. Okay. Well,
Con, torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
wow. That was not expected. I did not think that we would actually do so well. However, we do have fish in the water. The Kara, she's out of here. I'm going to try a long-range harpoon shot at the Kara and possibly the Krivak. I say possibly. There's a chance that they're going to get wind of me.
Come left to 037. Helm
I'd
I.
expect them to have an idea where I am because they picked up the acoustics of the Mark 48 launch. That's why those 2 torpedoes are tracking towards me, and I don't know I can get away with these. Now, they may only be set 65Ms, not the biggest threat in the world, but still a threat. I can possibly evade them by running right down
Come
the center
left
of
to
them
110. Helm I.
and going deep. Let's see. Seeker range 15. Yeah, I think I could evade them by just sitting at my test depth. So that'd be very amusing if that happens. Right, let's accelerate
Con,
time.
torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Passing 300 feet. Passing 400 feet.
What I want to do is run right down the middle
Passing
here.
500 feet. Passing 600 feet.
I think what I want to do is...
Passing 700 feet.
I don't know how...
Passing 800 feet. Passing 900 feet.
Okay, so the plan right now, I don't know when Torpedo 3 is going
Passing 1,000 feet.
to be good to go live, but if she goes, Torpedo 3 goes live right now, he or she is going to be pretty much where I want them to be to target the Krivac. The Kara, she is out of here, so see if we can whack her with a pretty epic barrage of harpoons at long range. Now, I know she's got pretty good anti-missile defenses.
Passing 1,100 feet.
Really necessarily show there, but she does. Let's make Torpedo 4 live. Pop it along the surface, because it may only take one Mark 48 to sink the Krivac. She's what, 3,700 tons, I think. 3,600 tons. Oh, close enough. And then with the Kara kind of running away from me, we've got a reasonable chance of not
Passing 1,200 feet.
taking advantage of her not the best point defense right on the 6 o'clock position, and we'll see if we can take her out with probably go ahead and fire all 4 harpoons, because hey, we might want to just attack all 4. What we can do, we can have 2 to be the pop-up attack and 2 to be the sea skimming attack.
Passing 1,300 feet.
Try and saturate those defenses. Right, we're getting down to depth, which is
Come
nice.
right to 116. Helm aye.
We don't have an exact location on the Krivac yet, but she's coming at us. She's not where that our sonarman thinks she is, at least. We know that much.
Passing 1,400 feet. Con, fire control,
Okay.
weapon acquired.
There's still
On helm. Steady course.
there's still a chance for Torpedo 3 to go live in the next few seconds and also hit her, but though I may have just spent a torpedo I didn't need to. I don't think it's going to threaten the car either. We need to get a little deeper.
Passing 1,500 feet.
Oh yeah, she's turning away now. She's recognized the threat. Maybe about to kill her.
Con sonar. Noisemaker bearing 100.
To kill the wire here. And reload a harpoon so we can pop up to the surface and fire 4. But I think for the sake of it, we're just going to keep the wire attached. It's going to be useful to have that wire.
Passing 1,600 feet.
Have you heard that? That was Magnum
Con
PI.
sonar. Noisemaker bearing 09.
Con helm. Steady course.
Let's see. Still on target.
Passing 1,700 feet.
Oh, I actually see my test depth. Whoopsie. Did not mean to do that. And we shouldn't really need to either. I don't think. If we manage to get picked up by these torpedoes, we'll have to run to fight
Con,
anyway.
fire control, weapon acquired.
Oh, and torpedo.
Passing 1,700 feet.
Oh, what do you know? Torpedo 3's gone live as well, so there's now 2 targets chasing this Krivac as opposed to just 1. So that's
Con sonar. Noisemaker bearing 101.
that sounds perfect. It's harder to avoid 2. Plus, it's not cheating if it's 2. Okay. Right, circle round. I think we did oscillate a bit around our test depth, but I'm happy with
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
1637 foot. We'll run that active sonar here, see if we can pick up the Krivac. It'd be nice to watch it. Yes, I think we can. Oh, look at that.
Con sonar. Noisemaker bearing 102.
It's gonna sting in the morning, lad. Did we sink it? I don't know. No, quite... Well, yes, I think we did sink it, but my torpedoes decided it's still running, so I don't think we can actually get the
Con,
carrier
fire
from here.
control, weapon acquired.
Let's go ahead and reload for a harpoon. But he's a goner. Wow, he sank really quick as well. Just for good measure. That's gonna sting. Okay. Right, well, I'm gonna run up to 15 knots.
Make turns for 15 knots. Maneuvering aye.
And that's to just help get a bit of, not lose complete distance. Oh, you know what, we might run up to... No, we'll keep it at 15
Con,
knots.
maneuvering. Making turns for 15 knots.
I mean, I think the helos are going to have a bit of a field day. Let's just check out where they are. Okay. So, southwest. No, southeast even.
Con, torpedo room, tube 4 ready.
Okay, so here's the bad news. Those
Make depth
helos
300 feet, dive high.
are close enough
Make
to
turns
be
for 20 knots. Maneuvering
to
aye.
be a threat. So this is what I'm going to do. We're going to crank it up to 200 foot.
Con, maneuvering. Making turns for 20 knots.
We're going to cavitate. We're probably going to cavitate when we get up to that depth. Well, we are going to cavitate. We're going to get up to that depth. We're going to rapidly fire all 4 harpoons at the car. We're going to try and oversaturate her defenses. She's running. She's not turning around. She's decided she's going to let the command know that there was an overwhelming defense, and there's nothing she could do. Well, I'm going to try and have a harpoon arrive somewhere in her aft and destroy her ability to move, and then hopefully give the crew time to decide that they want to get off her dinghies and become Norwegian prisoners of war. She's heading for the coast. Oh, she's going to hide in one of these forts. Well, I ain't going to let that happen. I might just pursue her anyway with torpedoes. But let's get up to 200 foot first. What we might do is actually try and just bring our speed down. Yeah, I think it will. Because if we cavitate, we'll lose our ability to hear her, and even worse, we'll be heard. Much more easier to be heard. So let's drop the speed to 15
Make
knots
turns
right now.
for 15 knots. Maneuvering aye.
And we'll bring it...
Con, maneuvering. Making turns for 1.
Make depth 200 feet, dive high.
I meant to do 200 feet, not 300. Yeah, so we'll drop my speed down to 10 knots. We don't need to do this, to be fair. This is just helping me maneuver once we've fired off those missiles. 15 knots is fine. I don't think we're going to... We might cavitate below 200 knots. Let's just drop the speed down to 10.
Make turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Okay, I think that's good enough. We're going to
Con,
gently...
maneuvering. Making turns for 10 knots.
We're almost at 200 foot. Okay, let's go ahead and just push it up. Okay, 200
Passing
foot.
200
Right.
feet.
Here goes. I mean, what could possibly go wrong here?
Shoot 2. Con, fire control, unable to fire. Shoot 2-1, aye sir.
Then we're gonna disappear this way and crank it up to flank speed.
Make turns for 2 knots.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
This is me cavitating. Yeah, that's completely fine.
Passing 300 feet.
Maneuver out. That's probably close enough. Let's
Passing
straighten it up.
400 feet.
I'm actually going to set the depth to
Passing
1650.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
Passing 600 feet.
Okay, right. So we're off on our way. Let's see if the healers have reacted to that. looking for smoke on the horizon. Nothing. Okay. Right,
Con
let's...
sonar lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 117.
my
Contact faded.
harpoons. It would appear. See another one in the
Con,
distance
torpedo
there.
room, tube 3 ready.
Is that the target? No, I think... Yeah. Hard to say. Okay. Right, so now it's a waiting game. We're going to let these 4 harpoons streak across the ocean. 2 are going to go up and dive down, and they're probably going to attract the attention of the anti-missile defenses when they do so. And the other 2 are going to skim the ocean and hopefully attack and engage the Kara and Sinker. So, oh, there goes some chaff. So she's clearly away. She's under attack.
Con maneuvering, making turns for 29 knots.
See if we can get the furthermost missile. Oh,
Dive at 165.
So, did you see that?
Dive by.
that is an enemy. Oh, there's 2 of them coming back towards me. Okay, so and they're heading on the same direction that we are, more or less. Oh, chaff has pulled this harpoon. Well, actually,
Con,
might not
torpedo
because
room, tube 1 ready.
she'll turn around and attack. Hey, we got one hit,
Con sonar
2
lost
hits.
contact. Sierra 1,
sunk her.
last bearing 118. Contact breaking
Good
up.
lad. 3's the charm. Go for 3. That's very satisfying when you actually hit a major warship with some harpoons. Alright, let's drop back to me. So, situation for me, however, I'm not out of the woods. We are hacking along. Actually, I think I want to maybe continue probably head north.
Come left to 000. Helm I.
So we are hacking along. We know that there's two missiles coming my way that can drop torpedoes, and if we are lucky, we'll not be in the vicinity when they arrive. So we're at flank speed already.
Con, helm, steady course.
Not much else we can realistically do at this point. We don't know where they're going to land, and we don't know where the healers are. So we're going to run away.
Con, torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
Because that's how we roll today. And see what happens. So I know I could slow down and have better ears on whatever it lands, but if these torpedoes generally go active as soon as they arrive, so I don't think I have to stress hearing them. I've got to stress as if they're too close. Let's see if we can watch them. Right, and there's one. That's the second one as well, so not moving very quickly, it would seem, but what's their course? So just over 300, and me, I'm not quite notching them, and you don't. It's hard to notch these kind of weapons as you don't really know where they are. But so hopefully they're going to land somewhere south of my location, and if they do, fandabidozy, we're going to be out of sensor range, and we can drop our speed and just slink away. Or maybe they
Con,
anticipated
torpedo room,
this.
tube 4 ready.
I don't know. Check my stores. What have we got? Okay. Alright, that's number 1. Don't see myself. Second one's gone a little further. Let's switch back to the map. Oh, sometimes I make the Soviet Navy appear inept, and today might be my lucky day. Although, there it is. Okay, yeah, we are 4,000 yards away. Wow, they had an idea
Come
where I
left
was.
to 306. Helm I.
Well, they had an idea where I thought I was, but not the range. Oh, look at that. All right, well, I can go ahead and drop my speed now because we are kind of home.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
I'm away.
Con, helm, steady course.
And they're not going to detect me. These torpedoes won't. And I'm going to accelerate time.
Con sonar regained contact
Here
on.
we go.
Sierra 1, bearing 12. 3.
Right, well, I think that's going to call it for today's mission. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you got something from it. It almost seemed easy. I had a bit of luck. The Kiev went towards me. If she'd fled, it's possible I could have got a harpoon blast on her, but if she's got an escort, it's very hard to hit these warships with a harpoon. I also think the harpoon's a bit overpowered, and I don't necessarily think that 1 or 2 strikes would sink a carrier. You might really wreck her day, but I don't think you would sink her. I think you might mission kill her. She might burn for a time and then sink, but that's for another mod, another day. Meanwhile, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something from this, and if you liked it, you know what to do. If you thought it sucked, you know what to do. Take a breath, David, and I'll see you the next time. Thanks so much, everyone. Goodbye.